For all you brokers out there, one piece of advice: don't quit now. Shaun Riney here. I just had the same conversation with my team. Felt like sharing it with whoever's listening. A few things to keep in mind. Brokerage has always been about mental jiu-jitsu and staying above the clouds. 2019 has been a period of low velocity. We make our living off transaction velocity. Keep in mind that the levee will break. Whether it's next month or next year, you don't exactly know, but at the end of the day, people have to transact. There's an adjustment period, as always, when there's any major disruption, and you have to keep a few things in mind. Number one, don't quit. Dabblers never make it in anything. If you're having those limbo thoughts, recommit and redeploy your resources and just tell yourself a different story that you will be here as long as it takes, because the victories will be reserved for those that stick through it. Number two, double down on your communication. It's summertime, it's easy to take off. August, many of the clients are out traveling. This is the time period to double down on your communication. It is a contact sport, block and tackle. It's always been. Your information is more needed now than ever. Just in the past week, I've been able to have conversations with owners that I haven't been able to get my foot in the door for the last 10 years. And people need our advice, they need our perspective, they need to know where transactions are occurring, they need to understand the perspectives of their competitors and their in the marketplace. We're at a unique position where we can have a lot of conversations and therefore discuss a lot of different strategies that are being taken, and people are craving this information now more than ever. Number three, play the long game and lead with value. One of my major activities in 2008, 2009 was helping people reduce their property taxes. Obviously didn't make any money off that at the time, but I'm still closing checks today for owners that I met back then with nothing in it for me. Today's version of that might be evaluating DHCRs, helping owners plug holes and lower risk and kind of tighten the lug nuts for what it's worth. But they will remember the people that are calling them and helping when there was nothing in it for them. Number four, tell the truth and articulate the options. If you don't know what the options could be, you have to devour content and figure out. Most problems have a solution that you just need to communicate, and whether that's exchanging into different types of properties and so on and so forth, there's always options, and there's some very good options in the marketplace right now for everybody. And number five, be positive and understand who you're getting advice from. If you're getting advice from a broker that made a good amount of money last 4 or 3 years, where underwriting was loose and you didn't have to get into the trenches and deal with all this due diligence stuff that isn't ready for a harder game, know who you're getting advice from. I think this is one of the greatest opportunities for a new generation of extremely skilled brokers to come out of it. And my only advice is stay the course. I want to compete with the very best, so I hope you stay in your seat.